Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. Today I will share with you how to install BlackArch Linux full ISO without any error. So here first you need to Linux full ISO file from official website. So go to your browser and type official website name blackarch.org, and here you see download option and go to download, and here you can see ISO file link. Here three types of ISO file: BlackArch full ISO, BlackArch slim ISO, and BlackArch net installer. Here I use BlackArch Linux full ISO image. I have already downloaded it, so you can move forward next step. If you are using VMware or VirtualBox, so open it. Here I use VirtualBox. So open VirtualBox and create a new machine. So click on new, and here VirtualBox name, type anything you want. So here I use BlackArch, and choose folder where you install it. Install full version Linux. So select BlackArch Linux folder, and you must your hard disk space minimum 80 GB. So here I select hard disk size 80 GB. Maximum you want to maximum it as you want. So then hit finish, and here next you choose your virtual memory, RAM, base memory up to 4 GB, and processor up to 2 GB. If you using low end configuration, then you can do it on CPU. Okay, next you choose ISO image file. So click on settings, then uncheck floppy, and go to again next settings, and go to storage section and select IDE. Here you can see MPT IDE. So choose disk where you download ISO file. Same process, you can use it slim ISO, and select OK and start. And here you can see start our VirtualBox. And here you can see our BlackArch Linux full ISO file. Hit enter. Wait a few seconds. And here you can see our live BlackArch Linux interface. Here input username as root and use password as BlackArch. And when it hit enter and see this interface, now we install full version ISO. So open terminal, and now we enable our internet. So type systemctl enable dhcpcd command. Now again systemctl start dhcpcd. command. Now we connected our internet, then type pacman SYY, S capital letter, S must be capital letter. Then here you can see synchronize our database. Now clear of them, and next you type BlackArch hyphen install. So after synchronize, then here you can see offline BlackArch full ISO. So type 2, and here I use verbose section. So choose 2, and available type 1, and hit enter. Set 1, choice 1, and hit enter, and set your host name. You can use it any type of host name. So here I use dark. So here you can see my installation media hard disk. So here type SDM installation BlackArch Linux, Windows or other. If you want to Windows and other, then yes, otherwise no. Create partition, yes. Start with memory partition 0 table, type yes, and here you select level type DOS DOS mode, and here new partition table, create a new partition table. So first we create boot partition, so 2 GB. So here selected, now we selected bootable partition, so bootable, and hit enter, and new, select new, and here we partition root partition. So here you can see 78 GB we root partition, we create root partition 74 GB, and 4 GB we created swap partition. So this is our root partition, and next 4 GB we type swap partition, select swap partition. So this is our partition table. This is our disk partition. So here I finished, and he go to right, and here you type the yes. So this is our partition table, and select quit. So after select creating partition, here you can input no, and here partition show all partition, and here now you select boot partition which you want. So here boot partition is dev/dev sda1, and choose file system ext4, and hit enter, and root partition dev sda2, hit enter, and choose file system ext4, and select your swap partition and last partition dev sda3, and partition table is and here show all partition table, and type yes, and type here you can see formatting partition, type yes, and after enter yes, and here you can see installation will be start. Skip the video. After copy the file here, so set up our root password. So type new password and retype new password. So here you can see update password and setup. If you want to set up new normal user, so type yes and input username and input user password. If do not want to it, so leave it no. So here you can see update password successfully and finish the installation at last moment. So here you can choose other time zone, no, and here you can see synchronize this and BlackArch installation successful. And after when you can see the prompt, type reboot. After reboot or exit the system and go to settings, and here go to storage section and remove ISO file. If any problem, please comment section and start the session. If any problem, please comment below. Next, when start the application, you see this interface. Now here, this is our installation. After installation interface, input username and input password. After input username and password, you can see who am I, root. So if you are facing any problem, please comment below. I hope you like this video. If you like this, please share it with your friends.